Hey guys, it's EpicAlyssa1250, and today in this video we are back with some more kindergarten.
Hello everybody.
So today we will be completing the teacher's mission.
We need like a crap ton of money, so go to the bank of pigs. I get like $5. We need all the bank.
You have $5 in your inventory and $3.20 in your piggy bank.
That is cool. Now head off to Shul. We don't need any.
Am I ready to
special
start
items for
another
the
day
teacher's mission.
of kindergarten?
Yes. I am prepared.
I smell money. Yeah, someone is definitely carrying more than $3 around here. Hey kid, you carrying any cash?
Yes.
Excellent. Give me half or I'll split your empty skull with my foot.
Fine.
Good boy. Now don't go telling teacher about this or you might turn up missing like that Billy kid.
Right. I gotta teach. You know, like the opposite of the thing he said.
I'm Miss Applegate. I have been well endowed, with excellent teaching qualities.
Bug stole my money.
He did? Interesting. I'll make you a deal. Bugs is a real troublemaker. He's violent and a danger to others. If you go over there and challenge him, I'll make it worth your while.
What's in it for me?
I'll give you a gold star. We all love gold stars, don't we?
Okay.
Oh, how I love a good kitty fight. Just go over and push him a little bit. When he attacks back, just yell him for me and I'll put a stop to it.
Okay. Go talk to Bugabug.
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 Bugabug. What do you want, dweeb? I'm not giving you your money back. Get out of here before I squish you.
Squishing me won't make your dad come back.
My dad will come back. He just went to the store to get some cigarettes is all. Get out of here or I'll beat you so hard it'll make him proud.
I'll never be proud of you.
Yes, he will. If you don't leave right now, I'll kill you.
Dying wouldn't be so bad.
Fine. You asked for it. This is for you, Dad.
Teacher, help me.
Bugs! How dare you attack another student unprovoked again? That's the last straw. I'm sending you to the principal's office so he can finally expel you. No, please, don't. He started it. He's a liar. He said my dad was never coming back. Well, he's right. And after this little incident, neither are you. Now go to the principal's office or I'll have the janitor carry you there. But, go! Stupid rat. We could have been friends if you didn't rat me out. Oh, happy day! I'm finally rid of that little degenerate. Here's your gold star as promised.
Thank you.
Now you got me thinking though. Jerome thinks he's so high and mighty because he's the principal's kid. Why don't we arrange a trip for him to visit Daddy?
Speak with Mom.
I'm Monty. If you need something, come talk to me. Odds are I can get it for you for the right price. What I need and what I sell changes throughout the day, so come see me often.
I want to buy something.
Here's what's for sale.
Give me that voice recorder.
It's a pretty cool gadget. It can help keep you out of trouble if someone ever accuses you of something you didn't do. It's $2.50. What do you say?
I have just enough. Deal.
Pleasure doing business with you.
I don't need anything else. Go talk to Cindy.
Oh, look who came crawling back. Ready to prove your love for me?
Why?
Why? How about 'cause I'm the prettiest, smartest, nicest girl you'll ever meet? Does that do it for you?
You don't seem like any of those things.
Excuse me? I know you did not just say that to me, 'cause if you did, I would have you taken out.
I'd like to see you try.
Fine, you asked for it.
What are you gonna do?
Rape!
Oh, dearie me! What on earth is going on over here? I heard someone cry rape!
Yes, Miss Applegate, it was me. This boy tried to rape me.
Cindy, we've been over this. Boys not wanting to be your boyfriend does not count as rape, but as per the school policy, I have to send you both to the principal.
What? You're punishing me for almost being raped?
Now you listen to me, you little parasite. You are going to the principal's office. End of story.
This is so unfair.
Yeah. Tell it to the principal. I'm sorry, Bugs, but you leave me no choice but to... Oh, what now? What are you two doing here?
He tried to rape me.
Great. Well then, Bugs, it looks like you get off easy this time. Get out of here, you little dumpster fire.
Oh yeah.
I'll
Going
be
on,
seeing
bud?
you at recess, pal.
Okay, you two, let's get this over with. So you're accusing your little friend here of trying to rape you. Really, Cindy?
Yes, sir. I could barely fight him off.
I'm going to assume you're going to deny that you raped her. Is that correct?
That's great.
It's when a man, does some stuff.
You know what? Ask your parents. No, wait. Don't do that. What am I thinking? Just say you didn't do it so I can move on with my life.
I want to know what it is.
It's not my job to teach you what it is. It's not something you're supposed to know until you're much older.
Cindy knows what it is.
No, she doesn't. If she did, we all wouldn't be here right now.
So what is it?
I'm getting more sick of you than I am of having these meetings. If I give you a buck, will you shut up and deny the accusation?
Deal.
That's what I thought. Well, since no one witnessed the incident and you don't have any proof, there's not much I can do except separate you two for a while.
I recorded the incident.
You did? Well, that makes this a hell of a lot easier. Cindy, do I even have to listen to this, or will you make it easy on yourself and just admit nothing happened? But, he... What? Okay, fine, but he started it. He said I was mean.
Not good enough. I think I'm going to enjoy not having you in my school for a while, Cindy. I'm going to keep this recorder in case there's any trouble when your awful mother calls.
So I can't have it back?
No. Now why don't you run on back to class now? I think you've missed enough learning for today.
Sure.
Oh, you're back! Where's Cindy? What's your punishment?
None. I approve I didn't do it.
So that means she's gone. Oh, happy day. I was so sick of hearing all of her nonsense. You would have earned a gold star.
Would've?
Well, our little ruse didn't get rid of Bugs like I'd hoped, but don't worry, there's plenty of time to handle that later.
What about Jerem?
Yes, the high and mighty Jerome, always talking back to me because his dad is my boss. I think it's time we finally got even with him.
How do we do that?
The principal has informed me that one of his hall passes has gone missing. I'd bet Nugget's life that Jerome took them.
What's Nugget's life worth to you?
Not much, but I make a teacher's salary, so even by my students' life valuing system, it's still a pretty significant percentage.
I'll do it.
Excellent! Just go over there and get him to give it to you.
Okay. Mont!
What? You want to be my morning buddy? I ain't got time for that nonsense, so unless you're buying or selling something, get lost.
I want to buy something.
Here's what's for sale.
Yo-yo!
Yo-yos. Don't know what it is about these things, but Jerome loves them. You can have it for $1. What do you say?
Deal!
Pleasure doing business with ya.
I don't need anything else. Talk to Jerem.
Dude, you know you're not cool enough to talk to me, let alone be my morning buddy. Besides, Monty's gonna hook me up with a sweet yo-yo.
You mean this yo-yo?
Ah, come on! He told me he was gonna save that for me.
You can have it back if you'll be my buddy.
You've got a deal, and since we're gonna be friends, I think you should do something to help me out. You know, as a friend.
Like what?
You know that creepy old janitor? He stole my laser pointer this morning. Said it was too bright and shiny for his old eyes. I need your help to get it back.
What do I do?
When you're ready, I'll give you a hall pass. You can use it to get by the hall monitor. Once you're past him, head to the janitor's closet. My laser should be in there somewhere.
I can do that.
Awesome! It should be in a box somewhere. Just grab it and go. Don't linger there too long. He checks back frequently.
Got it.
Just let me know when you're ready and I'll give you the pass. I won't be able to distract the teacher for long, so head straight for the door. Don't talk to anyone on your way out.
I'm ready. No distractor. Yo, talk to that teacher.
Give me just a minute. Jerome is distracting me.
I got the pass from Jerome.
I knew it! Jerome, you little cockroach, we've been over this. You can't just steal your dad's hall passes. What? You ratted me out to the teacher? Dude! Yes, he did. He's a good little rat.
Stop calling me that.
No, 'cause that's what you are. Teacher's special little rat. not! Just like Jerome is his teacher's special little suspended hooligan. Aw, come on, bro. I thought you were cool. Well, he's not. And because he's so uncool, he gets one of my special gold stars. Now why don't you go take that past pack to your dad? I'm sure he'd love to know where it went. Man, stupid rat. Getting me in trouble. My dad is gonna kill me. Oh, that was just perfect. You're natural at this. Let's keep this kid removal train rolling.
Ow.
I have a special plan for Nugget. Just befriend the little weirdo by time recess starts.
Okay, I guess.
Feel free to get any of the other kids in trouble while you're in there. You'll have to get creative, though.
I'll try. Talk to Nug.
Nugget does not wish to spend morning time with you. Nugget is very busy.
Wanna be friends?
Oh, Nugget normally spends morning time alone and eats lunch alone and lives life alone. Nugget supposes he could be your friend. If
If what?
you eat this nugget.
That's it?
Yes, do this for Nugget and we will be friends.
Okay.
Good. Now remember the taste of the nugget. We will dine together at lunch. Nugget will see you then.
Okay. You go get the money, or will the teacher be available?
Hey! Junko's snooping around in other people's cubbies.
Oh, go talk to the teacher.
Try and rat as many of the other kids as you can at lunch. I believe in you.
Thanks. Talk to Bugs.
Why the hell do you think I would want to be your morning buddy?
Good point. Yes, so I think you just get rid of the last apple.
Okay, kids, that's the lunch bell. Let's go down to the cafeteria for a nutritious meal. I hear we're having slop today. How exciting.
Go to lunch. Speak with Nug.
Nugget is pleased you have returned. Tell Nugget, the nugget you consumed was very tasty, yes?
Sure, I guess.
You couldn't taste the poison?
Wait, what?
Nugget poisoned the nugget.
I'm gonna die?
Perhaps that depends on what you do next.
Bugs just threw slop at you.
Yes, he does that every day, but today Nugget has poisoned, and you are going to poison Bugs for Nugget.
Why would I do that?
Because Nugget also has the antidote that will save your life.
How do I poison him?
Here is another nugget. It is quite similar to the one you just ate, only this one is far more potent. Just get Nugget's eat to eat it.
Okay, I'll try.
Bitter hurry. Nugget thinks you have until the bell rings before the poison does its work.
I hate you. But I don't hate Nugget. Go to Bugs.
No way a worm like you is going to be sitting with me.
I need you to eat this.
What? Why? What is it?
Nugget.
Yeah, I can see that. Why the heck would I want to eat something you gave me?
Because otherwise you'll look like a sissy.
What? Who around here thinks I'm a sissy because I won't eat a stupid nugget?
Jerome.
Jerome is always coming up with stupid competitions. Whatever, I'll show him.
Sure did. Go to Nug.
Is it done? Has Bugs been poisoned?
Done.
Wonderful, Nugget is quite pleased. If what you say is true, Bugs should die any moment now. And there he goes. Here's the antidote as promised.
Take antidote.
Nugget hopes you feel better. Please come see Nugget at recess. Nugget would like to show you something.
Great. Go to Monty.
I figured you'd be seeing me around now. Slop is no good, and I don't think anyone is brave enough to try a biscuit from the janitor. Dumb old man can't even spell it right.
Never mind. Go talk to the janitor.
Biscuit balls, get your biscuit balls here. Get them while they're hot.
Spelled biscuit wrong.
What? No, I didn't. How would you even know? You can't even read.
Monty can.
Ugh, is that the dweeb with the glasses? Who am I kidding? Of course it is. Hey, nerd. What do you want? Got some janitor stuff you want to sell me? No, but I got a coffin for you to buy. Let this be a lesson to you about correcting people's spelling. There, lessons were learned, lines were drawn.
That was horrifying.
You're a good kid for letting me know that little monster's going around correcting spelling. And in a school of all places. Shameful the way kids turn out these days.
Is he dead?
What? No. I just hit him till he got all twitchy. He'll be fine in a year or two.
That's a long time.
You just let the old janitor know if anyone else has anything to say about his spelling.
I don't think that will happen again.
Oh, these glasses flew off the nerd's face when I hit him. You can have them. These old eyes don't miss a thing.
Right, thanks. Go talk to the lady of the lunch.
How you doing there, Sonny? Want some tasty nutritious slop for lunch?
Can I go to the bathroom?
Oh, I'm not allowed to let any of you kiddies out in the hall during lunch. But maybe you could do me a little something if you wanted me to look the other way.
Like what?
Well, I seem to have misplaced my glasses. These old eyes can't read the menu without them. See if you can find a pair lying around and I'll let you out.
I found some glasses.
Oh, lovely. Thanks so much. Go ahead and do what you gotta do. I won't stop you.
Thanks. You go see if, like, Monty can move.
Oh, what did you say to him?
You should just rest now. Go out to the hall. Go knock on the door.
This is the door to the principal's office.
Knock on it.
What the? It's lunchtime. Who's knocking on my door?
What are you doing? You're gonna get us both in trouble.
What are you kids doing out here? You should be in the cafeteria.
Lily was eavesdropping on you.
If Lily was eavesdropping, then what were you doing?
And not to let you know?
Lily, we've been over this. I had nothing to do with your brother's disappearance. Why don't you step inside my office and we'll talk this over again?
I know it was you. One day I'll prove it.
I'm getting real sick of this, young lady. Office, now! Please excuse me for a moment. Okay, thank you for letting me know about her. I'm sure you heard the recess bell. Why don't you go out and play?
You're covered in blood.
What? Oh, this? No, it's, ketchup. You're very observant.
Right.
Listen very carefully. Lily is going to be punished very severely for being observant. Do you understand?
Yep.
Good. Now get to recess.
Sure.
Well done! You got Lily, Monty, and Bugs? That's unprecedented. You've earned 3 gold stars.
Thanks.
What about Nugget? Did you manage to befriend the little mole creature?
Yes.
Excellent. You see that hole he's standing by over there? He's been digging it for a few days now. I'm pretty sure he's gone straight for the bottom of the box.
Wow.
Yes, I would be impressed if it wasn't so dangerous. Unfortunately, I have no way to prove how dangerous it is, and the principal doesn't seem to care.
What does this have to do with me gaining his trust?
Because he won't let anyone in the hole who he doesn't trust. That's why you're going down there.
Why don't you go?
Does it look like I'd be able to fit down that hole?
No.
So would you stop laughing and help me?
What do you need me to do?
I need you to go down into the hole and find something. It doesn't have to be much, just something we can use to get him in trouble.
Like what?
I don't know. I just know there has to be something down there. Just go down there and find it.
Hey, okay.
Good. Come back when it's done.
Will do.
Thank you for coming as Nugget asked. Nugget normally doesn't have any friends to show his work to, but today he does. Are you ready to enter the Nugget Cave?
Not yet. I want you to sell 2 apples. And then talk to him.
Are you ready now?
Yes.
Excellent, but first Nugget must do something.
What's that?
There, now we are ready.
Drop all the nuggets in the hole.
So we do not die upon landing. Nuggets are as squishy as they are tasty. Now please, enter the Nugget Cave.
Enter the Nugget Cave.
Welcome to the Nugget Cave. Behold its nuggety goodness. Please, have a look around.
Okay. Pick up the dog.
Oh, the little doggy. Nugget forgot that I was there.
You dead?
Yes, it is, but do not fret. Nugget did not do it. Nugget was just digging the Nugget cave when it fell from the sky. Nugget does not bring it to the surface. It would probably cause trouble.
Big dog. Can you put the dog on the memorial, by the way?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, and sell 1 apple.
You can't.
Oh, you can't? Why?
I guess this is one of those rooms where you can't sell apples. Like, you can't sell apples in your bedroom.
Oh, gotcha. Alright, talk to you, Nugget.
Are you enjoying your stay here in the Nugget cave?
Yeah, but I'm ready to go. How do you leave the Nugget Cave, by the way?
No idea.
Sell 1 apple. I go talk to the teach.
Well, what did you find?
Dog corpse.
Oh, my dearie me. Is that Cindy's dog? Nugget.
What is it, large teacher lady?
Did you kill Cinder's dog?
What? No, Nugget would never. Well, not never, but Nugget is relatively harmless.
Don't lie to me.
Nugget is not lying. Nugget knows it was the janitor who killed the little puppy.
I know it was you.
But he has his nuggets down there.
Oh my, that was unfortunate. Well, that didn't go as planned, but I'm relatively pleased with the result. You've earned another gold star.
Oh,
Well, would you look at that? This playground is completely empty. You've gotten rid of all of your classmates and hold 6 gold stars.
oh, I know.
Now I go home early.
Don't I get a reward?
Oh, right, your reward. Here you go. It's a special lunch pass. You can use it anytime you want to have lunch with me. It's my way of protecting my rats for selling out their friends.
Thanks.
Welp, there's no one left to teach today, so I'm gonna take off.
What about me?
Look, kid, either I can hold a gold star or you can start walking home. Choice is yours.
I'll walk home then.
Good. I'll see you tomorrow. Toodles.
Start walking.
Day complete.
Oh, yeah.
Items unlocked. Lunch pass.
Continue.
Money earned, $1.
For 20.
Monday, again, times 5. Alright, and that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys all next time. Bye!
Bye.